The North Central football team hit the road for what they hope will be the final time until the national championship, traveling south to Bloomington for their final away game of the regular season to take on the Illinois Wesleyan Titans on an incredibly windy afternoon. A win would clinch a second consecutive outright College Conference of Illinois and Wisconsin championship and put the Cardinals one win away from another perfect regular season. The Cardinals offense got rolling in their usual fashion with senior running back Ethan Greenfield. On just the third play of the game, he unleashes this 59-yard run and is brought down just short of the end zone. Not to be denied though, Greenfield does get the TD to put the Cardinals on the board early on a day where the running game would once again dominate. On the next drive, it was sophomore quarterback Luke Lanen's turn for a big run, but he also falls just short of the end zone as he steps out of bounds at the 4-yard line while reaching for the pylon. But, of course, it's Greenfield again, who is happy to punch the ball in for another short TD run, his second of the opening quarter, to make it 14-0 Cardinals after one. The Titans would struggle to hang on to the football, let alone score in this one. Dan Lester knocks the ball loose from Seth Albin, and a dog pile ensues. But after discussion, the officials rule that Dan Gilroy had the football at the bottom of the heap, and it's a turnover for the North Central defense. Lanen did occasionally throw in this game, 11 times in total, and here he finds D'Angelo Hardy in the end zone in the opening moments of the second quarter to extend the lead to 21. A crazy play on the next drive, a miscommunication for the Titans offense, sees a snap bounce all the way to the end zone. The Titans are unable to fall on the ball, and it's pounced upon by senior defensive end Tyler Rich for the touchdown. 2 scores in 8 seconds for the Cardinals. After an Illinois Wesleyan field goal ended the Cardinals' shutout streak, the offense quickly responded with more points. This time a great fake to Terrence Hill by Lanen frees the QB for another long touchdown run. He ran for 94 yards and this score on just 5 carries. Speaking of things that look familiar, Lanen rolling out to his left and finding D'Angelo Hardy in the end zone. A Mahomes-like sidearm sling by Lanen, finding Hardy wide open for his conference-best 11th receiving score of the season. And how about another long touchdown run, this one for Greenfield, his 3rd of the day and 15th of the season. 164 yards on 18 carries and 3 scores on the afternoon for the star senior. The Cardinals' defense continued to be as good in the red zone as the offense. Tyler Rich knocks the ball away from Titans quarterback Jake Lemonager, and it's recovered by Dan Lester. How about another long North Central rushing touchdown? Joe Sacco takes his turn with a 58-yard run to put the Cardinals over 60 points on the day and even further out of sight. Jordan Chisholm would finish up the offensive fireworks with a more modest but still impressive 21-yard rushing touchdown of his own, complete with a nice stiff arm. The 68 points are the Cardinals' 3rd most this season. Finally, how about yet another red zone turnover? Jake Brock says thank you very much, and while they didn't maintain the shutout streak, it's a 5th straight game without a touchdown allowed by the defense, who were last scored upon way back on October 1st by Wheaton. The Cardinals are 9-0 and CCIW champs again with a 68-3 victory.
The run game that we have is definitely special. I mean, it starts up front. We have linemen, first and second string guys that work hard, do what they're supposed to do, and just blow guys out and do exactly what we coach and what we preach. And then we just have a plethora of running backs that are just unbelievably talented, from me and Hill to Joe to Sacco and Chiz, and then even with Kyle Franklin and Darius Bird, like there's multiple guys who are just very talented at the running back position, so it just really flows really well, especially late in games when everyone's getting in and still succeeding.
Just team unity. I think the D-line up front's been really strong with our D tackles, making plays left and right. Our back seven's been really strong with communicating and doing what they need to do in the back 7. Yeah, it was huge. It was a big turning point. I think it gave us momentum that we wanted, and I didn't really expect it, but you know, it turned out to be a touchdown, so we're happy with that.
Had to step into the role, had some guys go down just with injuries over the past couple of weeks. You know, luckily had the experience playing it before, so was able just to get back into it and help our offense in any way I can. Oh, it's great. This is what we work for, to get to that conference championship for sure. But, there's definitely more work to be done with playoffs coming up and just having, high motors and getting excited to get those type of games going.